12 years after forging a new life in the United States, Imam Mohammad Qatanani may soon have to say goodbye to his followers. The leader of the Islamic Center of Passaic County, the largest mosque in the state of New Jersey, is Palestinian by birth and facing deportation over alleged ties to Hamas. But his followers aren't going to let him leave the country without a fight.
He is an imam who is a voice of moderation, a voice of reaching out to other communities, reaching out to law enforcement. If this imam, who is such an acceptable person to law enforcement, is being taken away in this disrespectful manner, what kind of a Muslim does America want?
The imam says he's been counseled to not talk about the charges against him. He says he's placing his faith in the American justice system.
Myself and my family are very, very hopeful. We saw a very strong support from our community, from our friends, Muslims, non-Muslims. I think it is a good sign for hope.
His case stems from his detention in Israel in 1993. A former Israeli judge testified that Qatanani had confessed to being a member of Hamas and was subsequently convicted. Qatanani denies supporting Hamas. He says he didn't know of any conviction, and that's why he never mentioned it on his application for permanent residency.
This government's case is made out of thin air. To answer the question completely truthfully, it asked for any arrests or citations for violation of law, and he certainly was not aware of any such thing.
Imam Qatanani's case has become a rallying cry for the local Muslim community. His supporters have been making their presence felt outside of the New Jersey courthouse, where a judge, after 4 days of testimony, must decide whether to send the imam and his family back to the West Bank, where he's from, or Jordan, where he studied.
We are here. We're gonna be here in front of the government. We're not gonna melt away.
Members of law enforcement, as well as local rabbis and Christian leaders, have testified on the imam's behalf.
I'm just so overwhelmed by his compassion and concern and love for all people of all faiths.
The community may be behind him, but the way forward is now in the hands of a judge. Kristen Saloomey, Al Jazeera, New Jersey.